Hey y'all, Faith, Kelly, and Caswyn Moon here, and we had a crazy Saturday, and we want to tell you all about it. I mean, 3 shows in one day. This was a crazy freaking day, and now it's Monday, and kind of needed to take Sunday to recover and just kind of chill for a minute. But we want to tell you all about the UFO Fair in Pine Bush, as well as Beaver Jam. That happened out in Glen Wild Saturday night. And so basically, you know, our last video, we finished it up on the way to Pine Bush. So you know, it was raining. It was kind of like a nasty morning. We're like, oh no, I don't know how this is going to go.
Nasty.
But we got to Pine Bush. We played our first set at 11 a.m. And then I had to go judge a costume contest. And I got a lot of that on camera. So this whole thing is a whole lot of fun. Stick around, watch the whole video. It was a pretty epic time. And then after the costume contest, we played for a longer set at like 4 o'clock in Pine Bush.
Yeah.
And then
but it was late, so we played really till like 5:30.
Yeah, it was a longer set. It was supposed to be like 2:45 to 4, and it went more like from 3:30 to 5. And then we whipped over to Glen Wild because I had a 15-minute set to play at Beaver Jam, and we will tell you about Beaver Jam after we go over everything with UFO Fair. But I will let you know this happens every year in June. I think it's the first weekend of June. And even though this was a rainy day, it was still a super magical time. One of my favorite things about it being so super rainy, especially for the shows, because it had a nice big tent set up for us, so we didn't really... I mean, we got wet loading in, but we didn't get wet when we were playing.
It was a little moist.
It was moist, but
we got soggy cables.
They dried out. It was fine. At the end of the day, it was fine.
That's my new stage name, Soggy Cables.
Soggy Cables?
Yeah.
But one of the things I really liked about it was that because it was raining, everyone came under the tent, and it was really... the tent was packed, you know, everyone was taking cover under the tent to stay dry. And so the music, the show was actually really kind of packed, and it was really cool, intimate, cozy kind of thing, even though it was raining a lot. And then later on in the day, it cleared up. It was just really magical, and we got to see a lot of our friends. We got to see Kevin, we got to see Tiger Boy, we got to see Anu. One of my biggest fans who I
stopped by. Yeah,
man. But I have this fan, and he can't be more than 4 years old.
Oh boy.
I don't know his name. If his parents end up watching this video, your son is magical, and I would love to know what his name is. I saw him last year, and then this year he was about six inches taller, and he was boogieing down during my set.
Yeah, was he boogieing down?
That's the kind of stuff that really warms my heart, is when a kid understands the music.
He gave you some energy.
He did give me some energy, man. It was a long day. It wasn't cold, but it was wet. And, you know, that's the one thing. When you're playing a show, if it's cold and wet, it's not going to be fun. If it's cold or wet, you'll be okay. It was just wet.
It was like warm and wet.
It was warm and wet, you know? Whatever. So, without further ado, here is our adventure to the Pine Bush UFO Fair, our 3rd time there. So I want to thank Lance for inviting us back out. We always have a blast out in Pine Bush. And another thing is, we're looking for Doug half the video. I didn't know this before we were filming. So Doug, if you're watching...
we didn't know you weren't there.
We didn't know that you were watching your daughter's freaking play, which is freaking awesome. Huge congratulations to her. That is a good reason to not be at the fair.
Wandering around going,
Doug, where's Doug? That's why, but I'm really, really glad that you got to spend the day with you, celebrating your daughter and her success with her show. That's so freaking cool, and I hope I get to go see the show someday and maybe put it on the channel. It would be really fun. So without further ado, here is the Pine Bush UFO Fair 2025. We played a show, there's a costume contest, we do a bit of a walk around to the vendors, and we play another show. So here it goes. All right, we're rolling up. We're rolling up to the UFO Fair.
Is this where I want to pull in?
Yeah, I think, yeah, we're pulling up here. Let's check it out. I think that might be the tent.
The groove tent?
Turn left onto Depot Street.
All right, y'all, we just played our set, and we got a speaker up there right now. As you can see, people are making the best out of all this rain, but there's still a really good turnout. Rain won't stop a paranormal crowd.
Here's what they found.
We'll watch this guy for a minute. We'll walk around.
Radar Intelligence School. And when you go to Radar Intelligence School, everything that you do is built around or constructed to help you be more efficient with the radar system. Things that he wound up taking while he was doing that course. Basic radar scope interpretation. Radar navigation. Target study.
All right, the rain has let up a little bit, so we're going to walk around, check out some of these vendors, explore the UFO Fair. This is our 3rd year playing here in a row, and it's really cool to just see all of the different arts and all of the different things. Hopefully we can find Doug. And honestly, there's a lot of authors here too. Really hoping to find a new book to read, because I read all of Chris Dietz' books. He has to write a new one. Oh, there's some books. Mr. Moon over here. All right, it's finally, oh yeah. Yeah. Here, look, check it out. So we just did this one. And so that's John Wright who's speaking. And then we're closing it out. Closing it out at 4 o'clock. So let's, we'll just start down here. And we will, hear me, zoom out. Oh, look at that. We're going to walk until it starts raining again. But definitely just want to see some of these vendors. This is one of my favorite events of the year. And it's just always a blast. It's our freaking 3rd year in a row. And you know who we have to thank for this is Charlie Llama. We got to find Charlie Llama around here. But they were the ones who said, oh, you should hit up UFO Fair. 3 years ago. Where's Doug? Oh, book cookies. I am wanting to. Hey, how are you guys? Definitely hoping to get a cookie or a snack here. But this festival is so huge. You want to loop back around? Oh my God! Look at that sky. Oh, those look good. Okay. Oh, you don't tell me twice on samples. Y'all, we got with Ray's outrageous cookies here, and we got some good cookies. So, right out of Middletown?
We pick right out of home in Middletown.
Do you put these in any stores, or is this just kind of like?
That's a damn good
We do cater, we do deliver, and we do ship.
Awesome, very cool, guys. These cookies are awesome. So definitely check it out. We'll see you online or at the show. That's the thing about old FK. I can't really say no to cookies, man.
No, man, it's a good cookie.
Yeah. How to win a trip to Mars.
Soulshine cookies.
It's all right. We'll still get so. Well, that's Soulshine over there, guys. Soulshine is kind of what led us to Pine Bush in the first place. Beyond.
Some good-looking books over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm doing my eyeball shopping right now, and like seeing. What I'm really looking for is Doug.
I'm compulsively buying cookies.
Well, guys, like I said, that was a dang good cookie. He had samples. He knows what's up.
You know what? If I had to play this gig today for some good cookies, that's cool.
Over there is the Pine Bush UFO Museum. Another fun video to check out is our
Santa Squatch.
The Santa Squatch video when I interviewed Santa Squatch. He's so cool.
You got responsibilities today.
Where's Doug? Where is Doug? Doug's.
Okay, so take it right.
Oh,
Over here.
Oh
Yeah.
Man. All right, we were just doing some work with the costume contest happening here in about 45 minutes. I'm honored to be a judge for the costume contest, Caswyn. I don't know how I feel about judging anyone, but you know, it's going to be good fun. But actually, there's a lot of prizes, so I get to pick a lot of. I get to pick a lot of ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, we're just gonna finish walking around here. We're
I
hustling.
couldn't judge the costume contest.
I'm gonna go by effort.
I'd want everybody to win.
Ooh, oh, ooh! I love these guys. Speakeasy Motors. Okay, hold on a second. All right, just walking around, showing a little bit more. This event goes on and on. They close down the full main street, and like I said, this year it's not as packed because of the weather. But you can't keep these aliens away from a festival. It's people are still out, and it's freaking awesome, man. And now that the weather's clearing up, you can see it's not downpouring anymore. I think we're gonna get some more traffic rolling in here. But man, there's just so many cool things. Highly suggest if you're watching this video. Ooh, pencil here. I might indulge. Highly suggest if you're watching this, and yes, I know I saw that. I might do it. I might do it. I highly suggest if you get a chance and you're watching this video. It's typically, I believe, the first weekend of June. Wait, this is the 7th, so it's usually the very beginning of June. Out here in Pine Bush, the Northeast capital, UFOs. Ooh, they got music in Rock City. Very cool. All right, we still gotta find Doug.
Where's Doug Dross?
I think he's down that road. Hey, we'll see you.
Get your hair tinsel down.
Yeah, I'm on the buzz, man. I gotta go judge. I gotta judge a contest. I don't know how I'm gonna judge this. Guys, let me ask you, how would you judge a costume contest? Like, what would you go off of?
I would have the worst one win.
The worst one?
The one that put that little effort. It's like the dude with the alien pie on, like t-shirt.
You're the winner, dude.
Shock everybody.
Yo, dude, I will say though, there's some really cool prizes. That's what I was going over with Lance.
Hundreds of dollars worth of prizes.
Yeah. Well, and Soulshine is one of them. And man, if I wasn't judging, I'd be trying to win that. I love some Soulshine. We'll stop in there.
Whiskey kind of set me up.
Yeah. Yep, they always do. I think Doug must be down this way. Or maybe, oh, he might be at the farmer's market. Where is the farmer's market? Oh my God, there's the Polish. Oh, there, yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Reunited and it feels so good. I am prejudging right now. I'm like, if I see these people in the
See
contest.
how they interact with the other people too.
Yeah, there's so much cool stuff here, y'all.
I would judge them on their character. Are you nice to the people?
Are you right? Yeah, I mean, I saw that alien was playing with some kids.
Yeah, the kids, you know.
That makes me say.
That's a runner-up right there.
Yeah, that's I'm already.
3 already.
I'm judging on character and
Interaction.
well, and also like
Are you
how.
stuck up?
If you're a stuck-up alien, you're not a winner in my book.
I think you look like the most alien. Hey, you want an umbrella?
Wow. No, it's all right. I think it's over. It's we were saying if you had an umbrella stand, that would be a very good thing. Where is Doug? Wonder if the
You get an umbrella stand.
well, now I know where to tell people. Huh. Oh, thank you.
No, Doug Dross.
Well, it might be at the
Shop, maybe.
he might be at the shop or he might be at the farmer's market.
Where are you, Doug Dross?
Yeah, like I'm saying, like this person right here, if they're coming to the contest, I saw them interact real nice with some children. Can't find your way. All right. We're walking back here by the tent because we're still looking for Doug. And we didn't really walk back here to see these. We had a meeting with Lance on the costume contest and kept wandering. No, we didn't even walk back here. You did? Oh. Oh, funnel cakes. Ooh. Like I said, it's very busy here. There's Upteaking, one of the sponsors. Babies throughout.
Yo, would you be down for some funnel cake?
You just heard that. Where's
Would you
Doug?
be down for some funnel cake?
You want funnel cake?
Would you be down for some?
If you want funnel cake, Caswyn, get some funnel cake. Huh. Where is Doug? Wow, we found a whole other section. We had to cut through a yard. We found it. Looks like a little food eating area. Still looking for Doug. I just messaged him.
And this is actually the script we see in a lot of paranormal situations, is that they start out reasonable, and the more exposure someone gets to the alien experience or whatever experience it is, the more they get a little wacky. Because those the gods want to destroy, they first drive mad.
All right, spin again. And the category is blank mad. All right, here is your question. This character is the star of movies and comic books. They were bitten by a radioactive arachnid and can now jump around like a lunatic and spin webs. What is your answer? Blank man is the correct answer.
We have just little ones, but no animals. I don't know, they could be disguised as humans. I'm not sure. All right, so let's bring up our first contestant. All right, guys, come on up to the front. All right, let's hear it. What's your name? Who are you? Theodore. All right. And are you from here, or are you from somewhere else in the galaxy? Are you from here? Yeah? Okay.
What it is.
All right. You guys have anything special to say? Yeah?
I have a chia.
What do you?
I have a chia.
You have a chia?
Oh.
Okay. All right. I'm not sure what that means. A cheer. Oh, a cheer. I thought you said a chia. I'm like, you got a chia?
I want to hear the chair.
Is it the Bob Ross? You have a cheer? All right. Let's hear your cheer. You guys practice that, I can tell, right? All right. What's your name?
Jane.
Jane. I know, Helen, you're from the country, obviously. Iowa, yeah, okay. And Jane, you're from?
Venus.
Venus. Okay. All right. Cool. You come here often to Catskills? Yeah. Yeah. Did she tell you she's your first? Yeah.
It sounds so cute.
All right, let's give it up. All right. How are you today? Fabulous. Of course, perfect answer. And you are? My name is Betty Bootleg. Oh, all right. And where are you from? I'm from the planet Knockoff. No? Yeah! Okay, all right. And how long are you staying here in Pine Bush? Are you going anywhere else out of here? Going to the planet maybe? All right. That's. I get that. I recognize you. Yeah.
Who?
Hello?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 50 Shades of Blue.
sounds good.
Got it? All right. And who are you guys? Lift you up over this dude. All right. Maybe just give you a little soft breeze on the back of the neck from time to time. Yeah. All right. Welcome. What's your name? Luna Liana. It just rolls off the tongue. Luna Liana. And where are you from, Luna?
I'm from Alpha Centauri.
No? I'm all right. And you are? Why? Well, you know, it's that's a weird name, Confidential. I haven't heard that one before. Okay. A secret. Okay. So, you are nobody. I didn't see. Oh, okay. This is our first couple. Aww. And Junior. Hey, Junior. You're babysitting Junior for me. That is sweet as. We'll see what happens later on, okay? Tractor beam. Yeah. And who are you guys? Number of aliens out there.
I was painted in Area 51.
Or were you up here? No.
That guy, no.
You don't.
I cannot confirm that. It's classified.
Okay. And so you're classified.
Yes, sir.
That sounds good. All right. Cool. And tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from the planet Sirius. It's mostly a water-covered planet, but our greenery
A water-covered planet. Oh, you were right at home here today, huh? Yeah. All right. Welcome. I think you're the first one to do a dance. Yeah. And you are? Moltz? Okay. No, actually your name, not what you do. Do you shed some skin from time to time? No. The gravitational pull. I'm being sucked into the tractor beam. I'm in here. Let's give it up, everyone.
Oh man, judging that costume contest was intense, but there were some really awesome costumes. Okay, so it's it looks like they're finishing up their last speaker here, and we are going back up there. Let's see what he's talking about. Oh my God, look at this guy.
Up to a couple years ago, he helped assemble my advisors. Alright, so this is where he's getting all of his inside information. Research director Roy Patterson is a pretty good source. I would like to talk to him. In any event, he goes on in 2017, the largest podcast platform in the world, the Joe Rogan podcast, and Rogan asks him, what do you think crashed at Roswell? And DeLong says something that really caught me off guard at the time. I've never really heard this anywhere before. He says what I believe crashed at Roswell was German from Argentina. But he says, but it had hallmarks and technology based on alien technology. So we put out a story saying it's alien, and then we put out a story saying it's a weather balloon, but the real thing we didn't want anyone to guess.
That was so much stinking fun. That was just a really magical time. Thank you again, Lance, for bringing us back out. And that costume contest, man, I'm going to say one thing. I don't know how to judge people. I'm not a judgmental person, but when I was asked to be a judge for the costume contest, and it really just came down to Beetlejuice and I standing around being like,
yeah, like who was going to go on here?
Okay, well, so there's 3 categories. There's small humans, medium-sized humans, and...
Well, no, there was small humans and dogs.
Small humans and dogs. There was no dogs registered, though, this year. I think the rain held back some of them.
So small humans and dogs.
And then medium-sized humans, and then full-size humans. And for the small and medium humans, I mean, like, small is like 5 and under, and then, like, kids are... I was so relieved, because, like, we went through, and I had to, like, hold all of the, like, certificates and prizes. And I was so relieved when there was just as many prizes for the kids as there were kids. Because I was like, you can't have like 4 little boys and like 3 of them win and have like 1 loser kid. Like,
they were
I
all
didn't
pretty
want to do
awesome
that. Costumes.
They were all winners.
They were all winners, man. It was so cute. And then for the full size humans, it was a little cutthroat, man, because Beetlejuice and I didn't know what to do.
That spaceship and the cow, man.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna say, the spaceship and the cow, that was just my personal favorite because the creativity alone was.
The collaborative.
And the moment when they won and they hugged like that, I was like, this is so cool. So, but there were so many good. One of the runner-ups, if you're watching this video, someone who I was really opting for, but just, you know, there's a lot that goes into deciding these things, was the guy who works at Area 51, his costume. mostly just because he stayed in character so well throughout the whole entire thing, and he was not at liberty to discuss anything with you. His name was confidential. He couldn't tell you anything. There's so many good costumes.
Totally blew it for him now. You just outed him.
What are you gonna do about that?
What are you gonna do? Nothing.
Well, he came to the costume contest, and I was just saying what he put out there. So he was one of my favorites as well. So it was a whole lot of fun. You know, I guess I can add that to my repertoire now. I can judge. If you need someone to judge someone, I'm really bad at judging anyone, but
everybody will win.
Everybody will. Not everybody won. There was a lot of, I honestly, if anyone was at the costume contest and you're watching this right now, hit me up and I will give you a personal FK prize. It'll probably be a CD or a couple of Wanderers t-shirt or a kazoo or something like that. But that's probably what it's going to be. But I should have brought some.
Come to a show, you'll win a prize.
Come to a show, you'll win a prize. It's probably going to be a kazoo, which, if Max Lee is watching, I'm working on my first bag of kazoos from the kazoo rescue.
You're gonna come see us play because you never know when we're gonna die.
Yeah, come say hi. You never know when we're gonna die. I got one bag done, and I gotta duct tape all the other bags and then sign them and then paint them because I am all out of kazoos, y'all. That batch of 600 I made, I think I made that
gone
in August of last year. Under a year, they're all gone, y'all. So just a reminder, kazoos. I give those kazoos out for free. So if you want to sponsor kazoos, you can be a FK patron or a couple of Wanderers patron. Going to be posting some cool stuff over to those this week. So before we get into anything like that, we got to talk about Beaver Jam, because this was just, you know, I'm not going to lie, after playing two shows.
Was it a lot of fun.
After 2 shows in the rain and we were trudging out to Beaver Jam, I was like, whoa. But we got there and like so many of our freaking friends were there, and the sun finally came out, and it was muddy and it was wet, but like everyone was dancing and having fun. And just, yeah, you know what? All the vibes. It was all the vibes. And Beaver Jam, before I show you this footage, really gave off that Martin Field Summer Solstice 2022 vibe. Especially this year, there was like, Greg, I don't know how you did it, but you got in so many local musicians and so many visiting musicians. And really, I thought everything ran pretty well on time for how much it was jam-packed, of just awesome music and celebration all day. And I didn't get to see all of my friends play because we were out in Pine Bush, but, you know, what I did get to see was beautiful. We got there, who was playing? Ron Rodkin was playing when we got there. So we missed Richard Travis, which sucked. We missed iRoller and Masha and Jana and Eric and a whole bunch of others. But there's always next year. And this is the 2nd annual Beaver Jam. It will happen again next year. I don't doubt that for a minute. I really want to say thank you and happy birthday to Greg Castro, who mastered my last album, recorded Me Without You, and also recorded and mastered For Crying Out Loud. He put this festival together. And it was a banger, dude. It was a banger. And to have something where the community all comes together, especially like right before the summer craziness.
Everybody sounded so good, man. To pull up around Rodkin was playing when we rolled in.
Yeah. Well, it's just really magical.
Lighting up the field. It's
magical to have that keystone event where the community gets together. And I just want to say thank you to everyone in Mountaindale, John and everyone.
And how badass was Faith Kelly and the Cosmic Detectives?
Well, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but that was pretty cool. I don't know if I have any footage to show you. Maybe I can sneak some footage in. But
you had Seth, you had Pete, you had Eamon.
So yeah, what happened is...
That's pretty badass, wasn't it?
It was pretty badass. Originally, when Greg asked me to play, he had brought up doing a full FK band. And we were on tour, and I said yes, and I made a mistake. I double booked with UFO Fair, and I felt like, you know, you got to understand, I was going through loss, and I was on tour, and my brain was just trying to focus on the shows while morning. I really hate making a scheduling conflict. It's against my nature. I try to
Every
think
once in
of
a while it happens.
I try to think of myself as a pro booker, pro scheduler. Like I get, you know, like I get off when things run smoothly. You know what I mean?
She gets
like,
off on running smooth. Anybody wants to know what gets Faith Kelly off? It's running smooth. What?
I just said it. No, I like when everything is working out, you know, and everything goes according to plan. So we got home, and I'm looking at the schedule of everything, and I go, oh fuck. There's no way I'm going to be able to make a 4 p.m. time slot at Beaver Jam, and
what are we gonna do?
So I told Greg, and I felt really bad about it because he was going to be in the band, and he's like, what if you just come play a 15-minute solo set? And I was like, all right, it's going to have to be later though, because this Pine Bush thing is, I don't know how long I'm gonna be out there. So
It was busy out there in Pine Bush.
They sure did. And we get to Beaver Jam, and it was actually really cool. It was, Elise and I had matching outfits, essentially. It was like, she comes up to me and she's like, oh my God, I have the same fabric of my my shorts, but she had a bodysuit.
It was a perfect match.
It was a perfect match.
The sequence.
So she's like, yeah, I'm playing right after Good for Mondays and right before
coordinated that better.
And right before Electric Chords. I'm like, that's funny because I'm pretty sure I'm playing before Good for Mondays and right before the Electric Chords. So we were joking that she was going to change into her costume for her outfit, so we'd both walk up in our similar sequined outfits and be like, Greg, what's up? And then I actually was going after the Electric Chords, so everything worked out. But it was cool because I had a minute to just chill and watch some music and like see my friends, grab a drink from the Dale truck, and walk around the festival and show y'all what was going on while the sun was up. And then as we were kind of getting ready for it, Mr. Moon put into Eamon's ear.
I had a good idea.
He had a good idea, and we went for it because I was going to play.
I was like, well, here you got Pete, right?
Yeah.
And here you got Seth.
Well, Seth kind of jumped up last minute.
He just jumped in there.
Because Eamon was like, well, if Faith asks me to go up and play a song with her, I'm not going to say no.
I was like, okay, so you got Pete, you got Eamon, you got Seth.
Well, yeah, and so Pete was like, I want to play some drums. And then right as we were setting up, they were setting up.
Detectives right there.
Yeah, well, that's the dream is, for anyone who doesn't know, I don't even think I ever mentioned this publicly on this channel. When I will have a band someday, hopefully at least locally, because I'm not going to tour with a band if I can't pay them. And when we tour the way we do, it's a little more frugal. But I would love to have a band and rock out the way we do. But the idea would be it'd be Faith Kelly and the Cosmic Detectives, and that it kind of happened. It happened last minute. So I played 2 songs solo. Started with a little Whiplash, did a little Honeysuckle Chill for Sarah at the Dale, and then, oh my God, I was like, I need a capo. Halfway through, it was funny.
Rebar.
Well, Sarah from the Dale renamed capos rebars, so we all call them rebars, because she's like, oh, what is that thing that she needs for that song? What, the rebar? And we're like, a rebar? You mean a capo?
Not anymore.
Now they're rebars. So it was funny because I'm up on stage, and while I'm playing Honeysuckle Chill, I'm absolutely panicking through the whole entire song because I'm like, oh no. If I'm going to do a solo song and end on Cosmicated...
Everybody was ready to come up. It was all...
I did not know that they were ready to come up because
we
I looked and I didn't see a snare drum on the kit. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's not going to work out, and then I'll just do Cosmicated. And I looked over, I'm like, there's no kazoo. The kazoo is in the car. And, I don't want to be the reason the night runs late. And I already felt like I was getting there because I'm up there like, oh no. So the funny thing is, after Honeysuckle Chill, I'm like, Eamon's up there. I'm like, okay, I know it's going to work out. And I see Pete is setting up some stuff on the drums, and I turned around, and I didn't expect Seth to even be there. I guess Eamon was just like, well, if we're going to do a band, we should have a bass player.
Man, are we glad he did.
Yeah, it ripped, guys. It was so freaking cool. And of course, I'm like, does anyone have a capo? It was like a Dale moment on a freaking big festival stage. And of course... Masha shows up in the clutch with a freaking capo. I have a capo. And it's funny because the first lyric in the song Notebook is inspired by Masha. She laughs like I didn't fill my notebook quick enough. And Masha is the she in that song. And I was like, oh, of course, Masha's handing me the capo to play this song right now. that I wrote like 3 years ago. It was a cool, like, full circle kind of moment.
It was a great night.
And it absolutely ripped. I didn't expect to have a full band play a song with me, and it's funny because like 2 of the dudes never even heard the song. Eamon recorded the song, so he knew it very well. But it was really, really cool. So, you know, I will try, even if I take some from my live stream, I'll show you a little bit of the jam because it was a lot of fun. And I usually try to showcase other musicians on the channel and other things happening around us. But I'll show you a little bit because it was so freaking cool. So let me know in the comments below after you see it. Should we put together a Faith Kelly and the Cosmic Detectives to play local festivals?
I'm going with an easy yes.
An easy yes. Well, that's the thing. The Cosmic Detectives could kind of switch around. It's like, you know what I mean?
Then you might be able to play the Bethel Wood stage.
I would love to play the Bethel Wood stage, but they usually need a full band, and you know.
Well, there you go.
It would be so fun. So, anyways, guys, this is Beaver Jam. Beaver Jam, thank you for making this magic happen. It was a soul charge that we needed, especially after the few weeks we've been having with the van stuff.
You know, just say screw it and get a pontoon boat. Look at that pup.
We're still van shopping. We'll talk about that later.
Just live on this pontoon.
I'm not living on a pontoon boat. I'm going to get motion sickness forever. Anyways, y'all, here's what happened at Beaver Jam. All right, y'all, we are rolling up into Beaver Jam. And the sun, look at that. Sun came out. That being a beautiful day. It's a little muddy. But we are rolling in. Look at that festival, guys. 2nd annual Beaver Jam.
It's a little soggy.
It's a little soggy. It's a little, glad we got those tires from Tireland USA.
Why don't I do cute sleepovers or paint my nails while you paint yours? Go out on the town and have a ball. I never got along with girls, they shat on my entire world. And now here I am wondering again why all of my friends are grown-ass men. There's Greg, there's Eamon, there's Eric, there's James, there's Mark, there's Nick, they're one and the same. Count on them whenever I'm in need. There's Richard, there's Devin, there's Caswyn, there's Seth, and they'll always keep me in check. Never stick around, that's a catch. Sorry, cause all of my friends are grown-ass men.
Alright, y'all, just want to do a quick walk around Beaver Jam before the sun goes down. Because, hey, what's up, Ron Rockin'? Doing good. Just because sun is going down. Sarah, the boss bitch, over there. Got some vendors. A lot of really wonderful, beautiful people here today. Hey, what's up, Myrna? Had to say hi to Myrna. As you can see, we got a whole bunch of stuff. Of course, we have Fallsburg Coalition for Sustainability with the whole water crisis going on out here. But look at this beautiful crowd of people. Moon is out. You know, if you've been watching this video, you saw, oh, Zach Max is here. What's up? If you've been watching this video, you saw it started out very rainy.
How does the movie end?
Oh, I wonder too, man. Awesome. Had to stop, talk to Zach Max. Really cool sculpture. He had a really awesome movie in the Too Short to Suck Film Festival as well. But just check this out, man. They even have, like, I'm not going to take it right now just because my feet are wet. They even have this really cool walk that goes all the way back to the river. If we had gotten here earlier with the sun when it was all out and everything, I would totally go check that out. You got more way back there. Oh my, I had a little glitch there. Yeah, let's see what's up back there. But the electric cords are about to go on, and then I'm going on right after them. So, what's up? How are you?
Great. How we feeling, Beaver
So,
Jam?
I am going to get ready to play my set. And y'all, this is happening every year. This is a growing festival. So I just highly suggest checking it out. If you get a chance, check it out.
Gulf Coast by boat.
Well, if we buy a pontoon, I did have an idea.
We would only play marinas.
Boat tour.
Yeah.
And it was like, but the idea is
you got the idea because you and Cassie got all with the pontoon saloon song for a while.
Pontoons.
And then you had this dream of having all of our friends. You were like, we could get all of our friends and we could get a pontoon boat
and just go.
And we could just tour.
There's a big part about the boat tour.
Tour the coastline on a pontoon boat.
Yeah, and just play dock shows. But here's something it'd be a worldwide tour, because what you would do is first we need to tour to Alaska.
I'm just trying to picture you and all the Catskill homies on a pontoon boat in the middle of the North Sea.
It'd be great. So everyone you just saw at Beaver Jam will be on the boat, but first there's a two-part thing before we even get the boat and put everyone on it. We're gonna have to go toward Alaska, and we're gonna have to meet some like hardcore boat pappies.
Like a boat pappy, like
sailor,
like salty,
pirate, yeah, like
scar on his face from a whale bite.
He can handle anything. You know, like we need that kind of captain. And then we'll get the boat. Maybe we'll get the boat in New York. You know what I mean? Like we could start it in Long Island or something.
Might as well do Nova Scotia.
Yeah, you know what? We'll start in Nova Scotia. We'll go down Maine. We'll go down the whole East Coast. We'll do the whole Florida. We'll do the whole Gulf. We'd
Come
even
up the tip. We'll do the Gulf Coast around to Louisiana and into Texas.
Well, this is where it becomes a national tour. Well, I guess it became a national tour in
Well, it's
Nova
international.
Scotia.
It'll be international when we go around South America.
Well, that's what you do next. We won't go to Bisbee on this tour because Bisbee has no coast. But we'll go down through South America. I guess we'll have to go through the Panama Canal. We're gonna go down through what happens after South America.
That would be that huge
Pull up
ocean.
the map of the freaking.
That's that giant ocean. It's between South America and Antarctica there.
Check this out. I gotta zoom out for this.
That's what I was talking about. You know the homies.
So you would go like, can you see this? There's Florida, so we do the whole tip of Florida, and then we'd do the whole Gulf, right? Maybe play some shows in Cuba, you know, Nicaragua show. We'd go down, play a little in Venezuela, go down by Brazil. You'd loop this whole thing. I'm pitching this idea to my rich friends. Argentina, and then from there, we're gonna dip down real quick and play a show in Antarctica. Just to say we did, you know,
quick dip
just to do a quick dip to that little tip there. And then from Argentina, then we'll go up and around Chile, Peru, get Colombia, Mexico. Then guess what? We'll finally go to California. Like everyone's been saying, why don't you go to California?
Go to California. That's how we're going.
So then first we're gonna have to play. This Mexico part of California. That's gonna be fun. And then we're gonna go up through the coast of California. We'll go play Oregon, Washington. Finally, we'll go out to. Wait a minute. Where does New Zealand come in?
Oh, I don't know. Somewhere around there.
Oh wait, not yet. We don't
You're
get
in
to
Russia
New Zealand
now.
yet.
You got to go around Russia.
No, we didn't get there yet. Well, yeah. So we go up through Alaska, and then we're gonna go to Russia. No, wait. Before we get to Russia, we got to go.
First Colombia.
Well, there's Japan, so we can boat down to Japan.
You can hop on over.
Get a little Korea and Thailand in there.
Now, mind you all, this
is the thing is we're gonna have to either go north to get Russia.
With a pontoon boat full of homies.
This is gonna be everyone from the Catskills is gonna be on the boat. And
Who the hell is this?
Who is this? Oh, I think she's just lost. Yeah, that's the thing is we're gonna have to go north up to Russia or south. I'd play a show to India, do a little. Yeah, she just lost. Go to South Africa. Why not? We'll play to anyone, anywhere, at least once.
What would it like to pull up our driveway and see us sitting here?
Oh yeah, I see. So actually, I think what I would do is, in this case, we'd go the Japan route, so then we could get down to Australia, and then go to Indonesia, Thailand, India, and then basically after we go,
you could hook back around and come through the other Siberia.
Yeah, we could even take the pontoon boat and play a little Egypt. So basically, that's going to happen at some point. Probably like a decade from now, And what's going to happen is we're going to play France and Spain, go to the United Kingdom, do some Norway, Finland, Sweden.
We will dock here and there for rest and relaxation on land.
Yeah, well, we're going to go to Iceland and then Greenland.
It's not going to be on the boat the whole time.
Greenland will probably be what brings us back home, which we're just going to
cut through the channels.
We're going to pull up through the Hudson Valley and we're going to dock right across the street at the Delaware River.
Yeah, maybe we'll come in the Hudson
It'll be
River.
A 3-year tour. We're all going to live on a boat together. It's going to be great. But first things first, we got to go to Alaska and meet our captain.
Pappy.
Captain Pappy. He's going to be out there.
He's got to be grizzled.
So that's our next tour plan.
If he's not grizzled, then he doesn't have enough time under his belt.
Yeah, he needs to be. Because look, if you're going to be going, that's a big trip, dude. That's a big trip.
We need a good cook.
We do need a good cook. John Strunk. John, you're coming out. You're coming with us.
Done. Can you imagine if John Strunk was the cook on a pontoon boat?
Pontoon boat.
The Catskill homie pontoon.
That's going around the whole. It's not a ship. Well, here's the thing: is you build a stage on top of the boat, And then we roll up. We never even have to leave the boat if we don't want to.
We just roll on up.
Yeah. It's it'll be great.
But we will have a couple days hiatuses on the shores.
Yeah. We could get a van and put it on the boat so we could dock and go inland. Now we're talking.
Just leave the boat right there, you know.
Just leave the boat right there.
Yeah, they got scooters now.
I gotta get a passport.
You can rent like those little scooters that people get, you know, in the city.
So we're gonna need 17 scooters for all of our friends. So if anyone wants to invest in this crazy idea, I don't think we're doing it anytime soon.
It'd be really easy just to go back to Razor scooters, man. They fold it up nice.
I love the Razor scooters, but I don't know how that's going to go in South Africa. It's bumpy roads.
Bunch of
it's
like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, no, it would. What the hell is even that? So yeah, that we're joking. I mean, we're half joking. I would do it. I'm crazy enough. I would do it.
You know, if there's a philanthropist out there that wants to watch a bunch of wackos.
Look, if this YouTube channel blows up,
rock and roll a pontoon around the world, we'll do it.
Rock and roll pontoon boat around the world, and.
All you gotta do.
It wouldn't take a lot more than 8 days.
Sponsor us, man. We'll go.
We'll go. Yeah.
We'll do it. We'll play these places. Zimbabwe, we'll play.
I would too. So basically, with that, thank you, Beaver Jam. You filled our souls back up.
That's basically where that was going.
We're feeling energized and excited. We have
Happy birthday, Greg Castro. You knocked it out of the park, my man.
Yeah, and John's birthday.
Man, just watching, you know, when the chords were up there playing and looking out in that field and seeing everybody dancing and like living.
Yeah.
I was like,
that's what it's all about.
He hit it out of the park, man.
Yeah.
You know, and the rain didn't stop it.
Well, the rain basically ended by the time Beaver Jam was
kicking off. It didn't even matter.
I think it rained. I think what Greg told me is that it rained like the first half hour.
There were some cold, muddy feet at the end of the night, but that's what makes the memories, man.
You know what? It wasn't as muddy as Woodstock, so it was fine. I don't have my shoes in here. I'd show you, but and then we had some awesome van hangs, which, you know, it was
great van hang.
It was a little emotional because you go, wow, are these some of the last van hangs in this van?
Could be.
So with that, we are going about business as normal. We have a few van raiser shows coming up this week.
Look at that. Lulu was in Tallgrass Prairie National Preserve in Kansas. Her little wheels have been so many places.
I can't get. Well, she's had multiple sets of wheels.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Her little steering columns have been all over the country.
Yeah. Man, and look, these little cats didn't even get to go that far.
Dude, we got pictures of this van parked in some weird places, like on the beach in the ocean.
Oh, I don't want to get emotional about Lulu right now, but for this week, we do have a meeting. We might be doing some events here in this summer. Over at the Catskill Brewery. I'm just putting an Easter egg out there that you might not have expected us to ever do, but it'll be fun. Yeah, don't say it yet, because just let you guys know
it's gonna blow your minds.
It's gonna be silly. It's gonna be fun. Some of you
are gonna be like, I can't believe this.
It's not. It's a good thing. It's just fun.
Well, we'll see who made it over to the fifth dimension and who got left behind, because things are getting weird. Things are getting weird
out there. And we are just trying to hustle our way into a new van.
I mean, you don't get really left behind. You just don't know that you crossed over.
It's true.
You're unaware.
So, we do have this week, open mic at the Dale on Thursday, of course. And then Friday the 13th, we are playing at Hector's for their Friday the 13th show.
Nice.
Bonnie, when she heard about the whole van situation, she reached out and was like, come play Friday the 13th. Okay. So we will be there.
Every show we play is a van fundraiser.
Well, if we figure some things out in the next few weeks here, our next tour I think will be the Van Raiser show, because regardless of what happens here, we have to get into a new van eventually here very soon. I mean, look at my seat. Look at it.
You gotta split it open.
I split it open. That's not the main reason we need a van. I can handle that. So
sweaty Faith Kelly butt.
There's a lot of jumping in and out of this van, you know. So, and then on Saturday we're playing at Pelkey's, and it's just going to be a full Pelkey show. I think it's going to start around 7.
I'm excited, man. I can't wait to play at Pelkey's. I hope that a lot of our friends come out.
Guys, yeah, just come.
Because it's a great bar.
I love hanging out at Pelkey's.
It's got really nice picnic tables, a good outdoor stage if it's nice outside.
If not, if it's cozy inside, man, it's a great bar.
Quality pizza and snacks.
Yeah, awesome people. So
the beer's ice cold.
And then what are we doing? Oh my God! Wow, that's already bringing us into the week of the. And then the weekend after that, we're playing Myrna's Porch Fest on Saturday, and I'm going backwards. Friday, we're playing the Heart Tribe festival.
Yeah, we'll see George.
Yeah, we're gonna go see George.
Go see the farmers.
That's a little up north, upstate New York.
Here's to the farmers.
Here's to the farmers, man. Wouldn't be high without you. And then...
Wow, look at that carpenter bee. He thinks he's badass, but he has no power, really, except for get in your face and freak you out. Yeah, don't be mean to carpenter bees. I mean, it's not
They can't
cool.
help they're born that way.
Yeah, if they're, like, drilling into your house and stuff, it's a big pain in the ass. Just get a badminton racket. You know, not a tennis racket, because that'll kill them. Just get a badminton racket and just, boom, bomb them away from your house. You do that a few times, and they're going to move somewhere else.
Boom.
They're gonna get sick and tired of it.
Oh my God.
You know?
Yeah.
But you see Yellow Jacket, they have no purpose. They're just there to be assholes.
Yeah.
They want to steal your food. They want to sting you for no reason at all, just because you looked at them wrong. They murder honeybees.
Yeah.
So they're just like that. They're like the
They
assholes
kind
in
of,
the bee
yeah.
kingdom.
Well, and then talk about killer bees, man. Go to Arizona. Those freaking the invasive species, man. Go to Killer Bee Channel and follow this guy. He's our friend out in Bisbee. He does these live streams where he removes these, what is it, African bees? It gets an invasive bee species, and these guys like come in and take over people's houses, and then they kill off all the bees that are native to the land.
Reed is true grit, man. This man is true grit. I'm talking out there in the middle of the desert, 100+ degrees,
in a bee suit.
In a bee suit.
Yeah.
Fighting the most deadly bees on the planet.
Yeah, it's...
These bees kill cows.
Yeah, they kill people.
They
Like
kill
it's
people.
it's a pretty crazy thing going on.
Yeah, what's Reed do? Wham! He stomps in there, man.
He gets rid of those bad bees and he takes their honey.
He takes their freaking honey, and it's so good, man. The Viking honey.
Yeah. But it's also, he's not like out there just killing any bees. He's killing invasive bees that are killing the native bees.
These are murder bees.
These are murder bees. Yeah. So, but it is very interesting to go watch.
They're not good bees.
So with that, guys, I just want to say thank you again to everyone who's reached out about the van situation.
And thank you, Reed, for being a badass.
Especially just we do have the GoFundMe is still going.
Reed's someone like my dad would have hung out with.
Yeah. Dude, I can't wait to see him.
Because my dad would have totally hung out with Reed. He would have been like, this guy's all right. My dad thought he was cool because he had cool friends. But go ahead.
I think I'm cool because I got cool friends. Hey, did you guys see Beaver Jam and freaking UFO Fair? So, yeah, those things are still up. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's reached out and helped us either by sending us a van or sending us some love or other means. We're still working on it. But I just wanted to say thank you again. It means your concern and your love means a lot to us. We are doing business as usual, and we're gonna get back out there. Devin, we're gonna come see you.
We're coming to see you, Devin, and our Minot homies, man.
We're trying,
but I don't know. We're running out of summertime.
Well, that's the issue is with booking a tour, man. I really hate to book 2 months out, and we're debating on. Oh man, would we go in October before we go down to Bisbee, but then you're risking the northern snow, or we could squeeze in a little September, but it would be a quick jaunt and I only have 3 months to book it. So this is I don't know, what would you do if you were me? Would you just try to book it, or would you wait till next year, which I hate doing that. We haven't missed Minot any of the years. But
dude, if we got a van tomorrow, I would say book it all. Let's do the loop.
I wouldn't, for 2026, I want to go hard. I want to do cross country for real.
The super loop.
I would like to do the super loop with a little zigzag in the middle. I want to do a tour where we do all 48 states.
We could do the...
Remember that story Doug wrote for us?
Yeah, we could do the... I want to do the Doug story.
Where he said 12-week tour.
Yeah. You know Doug, man.
It's a long freaking tour.
We could make this happen.
12-week is 3 months?
He's got to get that book writ first.
Yeah, you got to write the book.
write the book, then we.
And then we do the. But you got all winter to get the book done, and we got all winter to book it. So guys, with that, it's been a pretty long video. Thank you so much for watching.
I would do a 12-week tour.
I think I like the longer hauls and the shorter hauls because there's so much energy of leaving.
I love Little Lulu, man, but it's the weeks of
living.
Yeah, like sleeping like this.
One wet night that you're wet for a few days in this little tiny van.
I sleep like this for a lot, you know.
I will just say that one of the things, no matter if it's a 3-week tour or a 6-week tour or 5, the leaving, like the week before you leave, is a lot of energy. Picking up the shirts, just tying up your loose ends, cleaning the house, getting everything worked out on the homestead, and then you're away. And when you're away, you're just away. Time just doesn't really exist when you're away on tour. And you come back, and there's like a week or 2 of like decompression and like catching up, as well as resting and getting your laundry done and going, oh my god, it's a whole nother season.
How does a bumblebee even fly?
I don't know. It doesn't. Hummingbirds defy space and time too.
Look at them bumblebees.
So that's the thing, is I think I like the longer tours because it's just as much energy leaving for tour or coming home from tour as it is a 3-week tour or a 10-day tour. A weekender isn't that bad, but
yeah, 6 weeks, 12 weeks. I mean, after 6 weeks, it's all the same, really, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's just another 6 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
But it all seems like 6 weeks because after the 4th week, you forget where you were the 2nd week anyway.
Yeah, it does. Like when you're on tour, you're just on tour.
Where were we 4 days ago?
Anyways, y'all, let us know. Let us know in the comments if you want. We love y'all. Thank you for watching these videos. It means a lot to us. If you are watching, please hit subscribe if you're not already. We are well on our way. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers.
Almost there.
It's funny, man. We watch these YouTubers and they're like, we're on the road to 1 million subscribers. I'm like, I'm on a road to 1,000.
Or Ryan Trahan.
Yeah, I freaking love him.
I got 7 million subscribers.
Yeah, damn. That's a lot of people. That's a
lot
of love.
Well, you know what?
We're just finding our people, dude. Music lovers and travel lovers, and we'll find them. They're out there. It's got to be a few thousand,
people
y'all.
that just kind of make you feel good, you know?
Yeah.
It's like sometimes there doesn't have to be a lot of overwhelming context for someone to make you feel good either, you know?
Yeah.
It could be a silly video.
Yeah. Also, Kenny Adair, if you're watching, thanks for what you said about the music being medicine. Kenny. That meant a lot. It makes it filled up the fuel tank on our heart and soul. Anyways, y'all, we love y'all, and we will see you in the next one. We'll give you a little update a little later this week.
Yeah.
Love y'all.